everybody, it is Quicken, and today I am going to be doing a review. So the last 2 weeks, I think one of the most majorly requested videos is that I talk about Soylent. So I hope I'm saying it right, and this video is not sponsored by any means, but today I'm going to be talking about our daddy, Soylent. So I kind of got into Soylent just on my own. Like I said, this video is not sponsored, but what? Soylent? If you want to send me any Soylent, by all means, I could be your poster child. Just look at this headshot. I love Soylent. But in all seriousness, I am not sponsored by Soylent at all. I actually got curious about buying Soylent after I saw some of my favorite creators using it. I saw Mike King. He is a comic book artist that I am friends with. He ordered a case of it. My friend, she owns Crust Bakery, which is a vegan bakery in Philadelphia. That is amazing, by the way. Check her out. She ordered a case of Soylent, and I was like, hey, these are two people who are busy, and they are creating things I love. What's up with this? So I went to Twitter, asked you guys, what's up with Soylent? And most of the responses I got were either positive or curious, I've never had it, but if you get it, tell me, because I've heard of it before. Ultimately, what is Soylent? It's kind of like a meal replacement beverage. Even on the box here, it says ready to drink food. And this, in a bottle, is kind of a new concept, but I remember a couple years ago when they came out with it, it was like you would mix it, and that's it. You could just have Soylent, and then that was it. That's all you needed to eat. When I looked into it, they already have these pre-packaged Soylent in a bottle that come in different flavors. And the flavor I got was the chocolate one, just because I figured it was a sure bet. So far, my experience with it has been pretty chill. I am not somebody who has been to the doctor in many years. I don't really know the ins and outs of Soylent and the impact it has on your body, positive or negative, and I can't give you any sort of information in that aspect. But I did keep a diary for you guys, my Soylent diary, all about my first week and some change drinking Soylent. So a little advisory here, I did not go 100% Soylent. I was just using it as single meal replacements. And this is my second case. So this is going to be a full review and the diary. So this is the case it comes in, and you can see there, Soylent, and then the back here has all the nutritional information. So this nutritional information is not found on the bottles. It's only found on the package. Each one is 400 calories. So that could seem like a big deal, or maybe it's not. And I think the number one question I got, other than what's up with it, is how do you afford it? Or it's expensive, or where do you buy it? And I bought all of mine directly from the Soylent website. You can sign up for a subscription service, so it comes once a month. But since then, I have ordered another case out of my subscription because I ran out and I needed more. I think each case is about $34 to $36, and it was free shipping, and it was shipped to my house within 2 days. That kind of ranges, so each bottle, 12 come in a case, so each bottle comes to around $3 or $4. And that might seem expensive, but if it's replacing an entire meal, then I feel like it's a little more justified. So with me personally, I am drinking Soylent during the week while I'm at work, and it will replace my breakfast and my lunch. So if on average I would buy a bagel and a coffee for breakfast, I would say that would come to $5 or $6. And if I was buying lunch while I was at work and not packing it, that's easily $10. If I was packing my lunch, more along $5. So we'll kind of get into it. I'll read some of these diary days. My first day with Soylent was last Wednesday. And it says day 1, Wednesday, 2 Soylents, breakfast and lunch. Today I got to work at 9 and didn't get home until 9 p.m. I felt weak and hungry throughout the day, but honestly, I it's been a while since I've allowed myself to feel hungry. So that was kind of cool. John met me at the train and we got cheesesteaks for dinner. So I talked to my coworker Danielle and I was like, damn, like I feel really weak. I feel really weird today only drinking Soylent. But like I said in here, it was the first time I'd ever really let myself get hungry, like my stomach growling. And I really do not let myself ever get hungry. I snack throughout the day. I'm never like starving. So the first day on Soylent, only drinking Soylent, I did feel like hunger cravings and I really did want some food. So at 9 o'clock at night, I went to the deli and I got a cheesesteak. So not a great first day, but working 12 hours, like I had to feed the beast. Day 2, Thursday, 2 more Soylents. At work, I felt groggy, but I was stoked to drink my Soylent. I'm hooked. My coworkers have a lot of questions, and I'm not sure if I worked to my full potential today. I had a bowl of cereal for dinner. So drinking Soylent around my coworkers, they definitely had a ton of questions, and I'm not really well versed on Soylent. Like I don't totally know why I'm doing it or what the effects are. So there was a ton of questions I couldn't answer. I think it's more commonplace for someone to grab like a drinkable yogurt or like a Kellogg's fucking breakfast drink replacer, but I rolled up to work with a Soylent and people are like, what the fuck is that? So I had to answer a lot of questions. A lot of people are like, oh, is that a vegan drink? And I'm like, it is a vegan drink and I am a vegan person, but I don't know what you mean. Day 3, Friday, a full day of Soylent. So this is my first day only drinking Soylent all day. Today my only meal was Soylent. I went to the salon to prep for the Pulp Riot class. I was in the salon for about 6 hours and I was stoked to have a Soylent in my purse. John didn't come home till midnight, so I skipped dinner. So I don't normally skip dinner, ever. I love to eat. So I think by the 3rd day, like my appetite cravings were kind of chilling down. Only drinking Soylent on Friday. At this point, I was like looking forward to Soylent. I like wanted it so bad. I loved the taste of it. I was taking pictures of it. It was all I could think about. And these aren't, you don't have to keep them in the fridge until you're ready for them. So I'll bring 2 to work and put 1 in the freezer and 1 in the fridge. And then usually after like an hour, I'll drink the freezer one. And then for lunch, I'll have the fridge one. I do like them better cold. Day 4, Saturday, 2 Soylents, breakfast and lunch. Today, I wondered why I was so low energy. And then I remembered, oh yeah, because I stopped drinking coffee and eating food. Work was busy and I felt like I didn't pull my weight. After work, we went to Mod Pizza and I gave John my last slice. I was too full. I feel like a common theme here is like I'm not high energy enough. I don't have enough energy at work. I am a shampoo girl at a salon and I'm, also like a salon assistant. So I have to be there and I have to pick up the pace and I have to help the stylist as much as possible. And a lot of that requires like my entire effort. I think if I worked in an office setting or if I was a little more chill, like maybe more cashier kind of thing, I think it would be a lot easier to transition into the Soylent. But since my work, I'm standing for 10 hours, I'm on guard, I'm physically using my whole body, I really wasn't pulling my weight in the group. But on Saturdays, 4 assistants work, whereas Wednesdays only 2 assistants work, so I could kind of lean on everybody while I was going through it, but I also don't think that's fair. And if people are probably like, this bitch drinking all this Soylent and now she can't shampoo for shit, that would be awful. So day 5, Sunday, 1 Soylent. Today I was at the Pulp Riot class. I packed a Soylent and was an actual zombie until I drank it. Then I was happy and I was soaked. Soylent. I had a large chai for breakfast but barely drank any of it. The class came with a full meal, but I gave my sandwich to my mentor back at the salon. And then there's like a face I drew thinking about Soylent. So yeah, the Pulp Riot class was super cool. I vlogged it. And honestly, when I got there, I was tired. I didn't care. I was fatigued. And then I had a little sip of Soylent. I drank that thing in like 1 minute and I was stoked again. So I think a lot of my energy was dependent on the Soylent, but then again, it's food. And all those calories equal energy, so I think, I was tired, a lot of things were going on, and then I had a meal, and then I was stoked again. After class, I met with Jenny in South Philly, and I didn't want to be a freak, so we got lunch at Punk Burger. I ordered off of the kids' menu because my appetite is very changed. I was immediately full. We also went to the Tasty Diner and got pastries to share. It took me literally 2 hours to eat my pastry. So yeah, we went out to eat, and I didn't want to be a freak. So I ordered something really small, and then it took me a really long time. I got like a Danish, and it took me like 2 hours to eat it, which is so unlike me. I could sit down at a table and just eat until I fall asleep. So I think the effects were already really immediate. My appetite was very, very changed. My cravings were only for Soylent and not really for like snacks or like salt. I just wanted Soylent. Like that's where my cravings were. So day 6, no Soylent. There are only 4 Soylent left in my case. Today I renewed my subscription, which wasn't supposed to come again until February. I ate a normal breakfast and wasn't hungry again until dinner. For dinner I had pasta. Day 7, no Soylent. Today I'm skipping breakfast, but I feel bloated and I miss Soylent. Please come through, FedEx. So that's where the diary entries end, because the next day I went back on to having 2 Soylents for breakfast and lunch for work. I was the only assistant that day for work, and I worked until 8 p.m. and I just needed those Soylents. And then the following day, my case came and it's all over again. My overall review of the Soylent is that I really, really love it. I mean, I ordered another case and I'm interested in to keep going. I'll probably try the other flavors, which I heard is like fruity pebble milk, which I'm totally into. I love the way that sounds. I think it's great to have while I'm at work, because I'm somebody, like a lot of the girls at my job, they'll do like Grubhub, or they'll have like food delivered to the salon, because there's a lot of times, we don't have scheduled breaks. So there is a lot of times where if you don't pack your lunch, you have to pay these fees to have Grubhub come. I know Grubhub will charge $20 if you get like a salad from Salad Works, because I think they have to like wait in the line and pick things for you. So they'll charge $20 for that. So even if you wanted to eat healthy and not get like a pizza or something delivered to the salon, there's a tax on that. Not to downplay Grubhub, you do great things. So it was really cool for me to just pack these Soylents in my purse. That saves me time in the morning, throw them in the fridge at work, and then drink them. When I go home at night, I try to eat a normal, regular meal, but the way my schedule is, it's pretty hard. And my appetite has changed so much just from like being in beauty school straight to working in a salon. I haven't taken a lot of time to take care of what I eat, and in that sense, my appetite grows and grows. And I'm also like an emotional eater and a like eater for like fun. Like definitely going out to eat is something that sounds really fun for me. So all in all, being able to change that appetite was important to me. There was a night, it must have been my new case of Soylent, we went and we got burritos, and it was the first time I ever asked for like a takeout box. And then a few hours later I finished my burrito. And I think that is something I'm interested in. I'm interested in like eating smaller portions and having my appetite changed and be better, because I just think if I keep expanding my appetite and I never feel full and I never allow myself to feel hungry, it's just in a few years going to be really harmful for me. So that's kind of how I justified Soylent. We went to the grocery store on Sunday. I should have included that in like the diary. And our grocery store bill was a lot lower. And that is because like I normally do pack my lunch, and this week I was like, skip it, I'm Soylent or death. And that did reflect on our grocery bill. I can say that Soylent is for everybody. A lot of people complain that it's expensive, and I definitely hear you out. But if you kind of do it like me and you use it to replace breakfast or you use it to replace lunch, and you work in kind of a high impact job where you leaving can be difficult sometimes, like definitely when I was a lifeguard, it would have been awesome to have this because it was just me in the dock and that's it. I think this can be really great for different people, especially like the people I described, like being a baker or being a comic book artist with, you know, deadlines and stuff. Especially me, like editing behind the computer, it's great to just like crack open a Soylent and keep going. So I love Soylent. I give it a big thumbs up. It has really helped me change my appetite. And obviously, like, there's no physical changes to me. Like, it's only been 1 week. I think that it's something pretty cool. And I look forward to drinking them, and that's exciting. Let me know what you think. If you've ever had Soylent, if you had a bad experience. I know the Soylent bars got recalled. I don't know anything about that, literally. I am not sponsored and dove into this with minimal research, so I don't know. But yeah, let me know how you feel. And thank you guys for all the support on like Twitter and Instagram, asking me what the heck I've been up to. I'm happy to make you guys videos that you request. And I love you. So let me know what you think. I'll try to leave some links. And Soylent, if you're watching, the chocolate is my favorite flavor, but I'm willing to try them all, you know. I love you guys, and until next time, bye.